Every single person has the ability to transform their life, not in years, not in months, but in 1 week. 1 week of absolute focus, 1 week of complete discipline, 1 week of intentional action can make you unrecognizable from the person you are today. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Most people wait for the right moment to change. They wait until they feel ready, until life slows down, until motivation hits them like a lightning bolt. But here's the truth. Waiting is the enemy of progress. Power is not given to you, you build it. And it starts the moment you decide that the person you were yesterday is no longer good enough for where you're going. Power comes from discipline. The people who have control over their lives, their success, and their future are the ones who control themselves first. It means waking up at the time you said you would. It means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the hard things not because you want to, but because you must. The difference between the powerful and the powerless is that one group moves only when they feel like it, and the other moves regardless of how they feel. If you commit to that mindset, you will already be ahead of 90% of people. Power is not something you are born with, and it's not something that randomly appears in your life one day. Power is built, and the foundation of all power is radical self-discipline. The most successful, influential, and respected people in the world have one thing in common. They do what needs to be done even when they don't feel like it. They don't rely on motivation because motivation is unreliable. It fades, it comes and goes. But discipline is a decision, is a commitment to yourself that says, I will show up no matter what. Think about the strongest and most successful people you admire. Do you think they wake up every morning excited to push themselves? No, there are days when they feel tired. There are days when they don't want to put in the work. But they do it anyway. That's the difference between the powerful and the weak. The weak only move when they feel like it. But the powerful move regardless of their emotions. Radical self-discipline is about taking full control of your actions, your habits, and your mindset. It means setting a standard for yourself that is non-negotiable. If you say you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., you do it. No snooze button, no second guessing. If you say you're going to work out, you show up, no excuses. If you have a goal, you chase it relentlessly, no matter how hard it gets. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Most people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they lack the ability to stay consistent. They start strong, but give up the moment things get difficult. The truth is, everything you want in life, success, respect, financial freedom, a strong body, a sharp mind, it all comes down to your ability to be disciplined when nobody is watching. In just 1 week, you can transform your life by embracing radical self-discipline. Cut out distractions, eliminate excuses, show up with full commitment. Because the moment you master discipline, nothing will be out of your reach. The way you see yourself shapes everything in your life. Your confidence, your success, your relationships, and the way others treat you, all of it starts with how you perceive yourself. If you see yourself as weak, unworthy, or incapable, the world will reflect that back to you. But when you carry yourself with certainty, with purpose, with the belief that you are powerful, people will respond to you differently. They will respect you, listen to you, and see the value in what you bring. Most people spend their lives waiting for external validation before they believe in themselves. They wait for a promotion to feel successful. They wait for someone to compliment them before they feel confident. But here's the truth. No one will believe in you until you believe in yourself first. Power doesn't come from the approval of others. It comes from within. It's built through the way you think, the way you talk to yourself, and the way you carry yourself in the world. Think about someone who walks into a room with authority. They don't need to announce their presence. Their energy does it for them. They stand tall, they speak clearly, they don't seek permission, they simply are. That presence doesn't come from arrogance. It comes from a deep, unshakable belief in who they are. And the good news is you can develop that too. You have to start acting like the person you want to become before the world recognizes it. If you want to be respected, start respecting yourself. If you want to be successful, start carrying yourself like someone who is already on the path to success. Speak with conviction, walk with purpose, make decisions with confidence. The moment you change how you see yourself, everything in your life will start changing. It doesn't take years to change. In 1 week, you can train your mind to see yourself differently. Cut out self-doubt. Stop apologizing for who you are. Show up with confidence and watch how the world starts treating you like the person you've always known you could be. Weakness isn't just about physical strength, it's about the habits, thoughts, and behaviors that keep you from reaching your full potential. The truth is, most people aren't held back by external obstacles. They're held back by their own weaknesses. Self-doubt, procrastination, fear, inconsistency, these are the real enemies. And if you don't eliminate them, they will control your life, keeping you stuck in the same place year after year. Weakness doesn't go away on its own. It grows every time you give in to it. Every time you hit snooze instead of getting up. Every time you put off that task you know you need to do. Every time you let fear stop you from taking action, you are strengthening your weaknesses instead of your strengths. And the longer you allow those habits to exist, the harder they become to break. The first step to eliminating weakness is identifying it. What's stopping you? What excuses do you make? What habits do you keep repeating that you know are hurting you? Be honest with yourself. No one else is going to do this work for you. If you keep blaming outside circumstances, you'll never fix what's actually keeping you from success. Take responsibility. Own your weaknesses so you can destroy them. Once you identify them, you have to attack them aggressively. Weakness doesn't disappear with time, it disappears with action. If you struggle with discipline, force yourself to follow a strict routine. If you let fear control you, start doing things that make you uncomfortable every single day. If you waste time, cut out distractions, and hold yourself accountable. Growth happens when you push through resistance, not when you avoid it. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who never had weaknesses. They're the ones who refused to let them win. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be intentional. In 1 week, you can eliminate the weaknesses that have been holding you back for years. But you have to commit. Decide today that you will no longer be controlled by what makes you weak. Because once you take control, nothing can stop you. Your presence is more powerful than your words. Long before you speak, people have already made judgments about who you are based on how you carry yourself, the energy you bring into a room, and the way you make them feel. That's why mastering your presence and energy is one of the fastest ways to become powerful and unrecognizable in just 1 week. Most people move through life unconsciously, unaware of the energy they project. They walk with their heads down, they hesitate when they speak, they shrink in the presence of others, and then they wonder why no one takes them seriously. Power isn't just about what you do, it's about how you show up. If you want to command respect, you must start by respecting yourself first. Start with your posture. The way you hold yourself speaks volumes. Stand tall, shoulders back, make eye contact. Move with intention, not hesitation. Speak clearly, not as if you're unsure of your own words. Confidence isn't about arrogance, it's about certainty. When you know who you are, when you believe in your value, others will believe in it too. Your energy is contagious. Have you ever been around someone who just radiates confidence, positivity, and purpose? It's not an accident, it's a choice. High energy people aren't born that way. They create that energy through their mindset and action. They eliminate negativity, they don't engage in gossip, they don't let circumstances dictate their mood. Instead, they own their energy and protect it. They wake up with purpose. They focus on solutions instead of problems. And they surround themselves with people who elevate them instead of drain them. If you want to be powerful, if you want to be unrecognizable, you need to become intentional about the energy you bring into every situation. Stop letting your emotions control you. Stop allowing doubt and insecurity to shape how you move. In just 1 week, you can transform the way the world sees you simply by mastering your presence and the energy you bring. Walk like someone who knows where they're going, and soon the world will follow. And your mind is the foundation of everything you do. It determines your actions, your resilience, and your ability to push through challenges. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck, it's mindset. If you want to become powerful and unrecognizable in just 1 week, the first thing you must do is develop an unbreakable mindset. Most people crumble at the first sign of difficulty. They let fear, doubt, and setbacks dictate their actions. But the strongest, most successful people in the world, they don't allow circumstances to control them. They don't let failure define them. They decide how they will respond, no matter what life throws their way. That's the power of mindset. An unbreakable mindset starts with mastering your thoughts. Negative thinking is the fastest way to weaken yourself. The moment you tell yourself, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, this is too hard, you've already lost. Your mind believes what you tell it. If you want to be powerful, you have to program your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles, to focus on solutions instead of problems. You must replace doubt with certainty, excuses with action, and fear with determination. The second part of an unbreakable mindset is embracing discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. Every time you push through discomfort, you're training your mind to be stronger. If something is hard, do it anyway. If you don't feel like showing up, show up anyway. If you're afraid to fail, take the risk anyway. The more you do what scares you, the less power fear has over you. Finally, resilience is key. Life will test you. Things will go wrong. You will face rejection, criticism, and failure. But none of that matters if you refuse to break. No matter what happens, keep moving forward. Those who succeed aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who get back up again and again. In just 1 week, you can develop a mindset that makes you unstoppable. It starts with a choice. Will you let life control you, or will you take control of your life?